What's good? It's your boy StevoTheRapper. You now tuned in with BraveHeart Entertainment. Let's get it.
What's good? It's your boy B-Hill, BraveHeart Entertainment. We back at it again. They got me in Book Zoes, man. I got my man StevoTheRapper. My fault.
No, we hit him. Let's go, man.
My boy Hayes. Let's go. Book Zoe Studio. If y'all don't know, Hayes the Rapper. Hayes the Rapper.
Hayes, cool.
Whatever. He works at Book Zoes. If y'all need anything, man, tap in. You know they got everything. I did the interview with Riv, Zoe, and Chino already. Tap into that. But man, StevoTheRapper, what's good with you,
bro? Baby, we here, we chilling, you know the vibes.
How you feeling, man?
Get it done, feel good. Mm-hmm. It's Friday, I woke up happy. So it's gonna be a good day.
Woke up happy, woke up blessed, and man, fuck it, bro. Let's get right into the shit.
Let's do it.
Jersey, correct?
Jersey, baby. Yeah. Even though I barely been here.
Don't tell me one of those on this. I'll cut it. I'll cut this whole interview right now.
Nah, bro, I travel a lot, so I'm barely here. But when I'm here, it's all love.
Irvington, correct?
Yeah.
And then you moved around a little bit too.
Yeah. After Irvington, I went to Belleville. That's how I met Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Belleville, I went to Nutley. That's where I graduated from.
Okay, so you've just been bouncing all around New Jersey ever since. Man, so coming up in Irvington, right? Mm-hmm. We seen a lot, bro. Like you can see these past rappers and these rappers now.
Yeah, everything's still bad.
Yeah, shit's fucked up. Yeah. You know what I mean? And just to come out of it is like a major blessing. So I gotta salute you for that first of all, too, bro. Because you really doing great things. You shine and you putting a good look on. Not even just the city, Jersey in general.
Yeah, you know we out here grinding, bro. It's wake up and go get it. Mm-hmm. That's the first thing that's on my mind every day when I wake up. Just do whatever you can to get where you want to be. Mm-hmm. That's the motto.
What was that moment in your life where you said, "Fuck it, this is what we got to do. This is how we're gonna do it"?
Wasn't until recently, to be honest, because serious shit started happening in my life, and I was like, okay, like we gotta get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's time to put in work.
Yeah,
probably was about 2020, mm-hmm. Late 2020, early 2021. I was like, yeah, we gotta go. Yeah.
So it was like one of them COVID thoughts, like COVID.
Yeah, we were in a better situation. Mm-hmm. It's funny you bring up COVID because, like during like the whole pandemic shit, mm-hmm. like when the world stopped. Like that's when my world started, if that makes sense. Because like we had so much time, right? And all I was doing is like connecting with people, because everybody was home, like on their phones and doing all this shit. Yeah. So I was like connecting with like a whole bunch of people. I was DMing random people, like sending people my music, doing all this shit. And during like peak COVID, I was traveling.
Oh shit!
But I never caught corona though.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's crazy. Like
I told him, bro, he was wild.
During peak COVID, I was traveling. Like I was in LA, I was in Florida, I was in Atlanta, I was in Vegas. Why we in fucking Vegas?
Where we was in Vegas. Yo, bro, Big Bro running the Urus out there, bro. We was in Vegas, bro.
We
shot a music video out there and everything. We recorded some music.
Yeah, we was doing everything. Like I was just like connecting with DJs. Like I was still in clubs, like fucking connecting with DJs, meeting mad people and everything. So like when the world stopped, that's when mine really started, because it gave me some time to like quote unquote get ahead of my peers, like jump ahead, because everybody wanted to be at home like chilling and shit. But I was like, nah,
we gonna
still got work to do. Yeah, we still got work to do. Yeah.
So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
So that's tough though, because like when the whole world shut down, right? Mm-hmm. And
mine opened up.
Yours opened up. You said so, like.
And during that time, I'm gonna cut you off. Sorry. During that time too, is when I was like a topic of interest, like to an A&R's ear, mm-hmm. and he's the one that like brought me to Universal at the time.
Okay.
So like during the pandemic, that's when we like linked up, and he brought me, and then that's where I met my manager and started talking, and then like a couple months later, I got with Universal.
They're probably looking at your Instagram like, this crazy motherfucker out here on the beach, he walking Hollywood Boulevard. This motherfucker getting sick, bro.
I was tweaking. We was on the boulevard fucking tweaking during peak pandemic.
So was it scary for you to take that risk and just be like, yo,
nah, I ain't gonna fuck.
No, not like scary sig-wise, like scary like life-wise. Like, yo, if I don't take this risk now and shit fails, I don't know what I'm doing next.
I never thought about it like that because I know in my head I can't fail. In my head I can't fail. So I've never seen me doing anything else with my life other than being an artist and making music.
Yeah.
So I know that in my head I can't fail. So no matter what I do, somewhere down the line it's gonna pay off. So I know if I do this interview today, somewhere down the line, let's say I blow up, someone's gonna watch this interview, like it, and probably play it 100 times. Somewhere, I feel like everything happens for a reason, so somewhere down the line, something good is always gonna come out of a situation, good or bad.
I need to start thinking like, yo, that's God. Yeah, I be
That's
thinking
how I was
about the
thinking.
worst shit, bro. And then I'll be like, damn, well, I think of that. I'm stupid. You feel me?
I feel it. That's how you gotta think, man. That's how you gotta think.
Nah,
Somewhere
man.
down the line, something's good gonna happen.
That's dope that you are one of the ones who are willing to take that chance to be like,
Always.
I'm betting on myself 1,000%.
Always.
Because a lot of people, when they come into this game, first of all, they think the game easy. They think
shit!
So then they come into the game and they
I
realize,
don't know how many times people told me to go eat shit. Oh my god.
once they come in the
So
game, they're
many-
like, damn, bro, I spent 20 bands and ain't nothing happened yet.
So many doors closed in my face. It only took that one person to just take me under his, my boy RJ. It only took that one person to just believe in me and was like, oh yeah, I got some people to me. Or it took it from a person.
And that was it.
Yeah. I got 100 doors closed in my face.
And
One person opened their door.
after every single door, after that shit closing in your face, I know that the pain felt the same every time, didn't it? You was like,
It felt the same, but it didn't escalate. Like I got numb to it. Like I wasn't at that point. I wasn't afraid of rejection. That's what people gotta understand. The more doors you get closed in your face, it's a better thing because you'll be able to put yourself out there more and not care what other people have to say about your craft.
yeah.
So, in hindsight, I'm kind of glad that the doors were closed in my face because now I can go up to any door and fucking hammer that shit down and say I'm here.
Walking that bitch like I used to do from straight out of college.
Exactly. Before I used to just creep in the door and be like, hi, like. Now I'm breaking that shit down.
Now you kicking that bitch open, no warrant.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my crib. It's my crib now.
Now you have the confidence to just go in there and be yourself. So shit like that.
Yeah. So let's get back to you and Hayes a little bit because you said y'all met in Belleville when you moved to Belleville, right?
I think that was one of the first people that I think I met him the funniest way. Then I like asked you for a pencil or some shit.
Yeah,
like middle school.
Yeah, for
He was one of them badass. Coming to school, no backpack, no nothing. Like,
I think it was like the first week of school.
He asked me for a pencil and I asked him how old he was because he looked too old to be a very big.
I used to, I was.
So at that time, both of y'all were making music, or no, not really.
Yes and no. We were making music, but we weren't. We were
like on some fuck around shit.
Yeah, we were.
Like I was like freestyling in the hallways.
Yeah.
He was dropping some shit on SoundCloud.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing serious.
Yeah.
And we sucked. So nobody cared.
We suck. Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
But every time y'all was bad.
Yeah. We look back now and we're like, yo, thank God.
Oh God.
So how does it feel for both of you to come in this game and succeed with like people y'all grew up with? Like someone you know and would consider a brother. Like y'all started together and y'all here now.
Well, looking at him, bro, to be honest, it's just like, even if I don't have like the same success as him, like I've watched this dude come into my room or I've been in his room, we've been playing beats for hours, like him just be in the studio and just like be so frustrated that he just scratches the song, or just like somebody just straight up telling him that like, yo, you're straight up ass, and he just like, bro, like fuck him, like just to watch him get that blue check on Instagram and to get people noticing him and just to even hear you say that you were bumping his song before you walked in, bro, like that's even like I feel like I succeed, you know what I'm saying? Because this is like what I mean.
Yeah,
exactly. I feel like we're the same person, so no matter any route that we decide to take with the artistry, we're still gonna be one. Like, let's say if I do a show or he does a show, we're gonna call each other and be like, yo, I got this show coming up, like, you wanna pop out, do some shit. Or I got a tour coming up, like, you wanna pop out, do some shit.
And he's called me, bro, and I told him no, cause like I got a kid and everything, but yo, 2 years later, bro, my kid is 2 years old, and he still calls me up and be like, yo, I know you haven't dropped in like a year, bro, but it's just like, yo, come pop out to Philly, bro, come on tour with me, and it's still love, and he still has an opportunity. The door's always gonna be open with him, and I appreciate that.
you know, that speaks a lot about you too, bro. Because coming from where we come from in Jersey, a lot of people stuck up. A lot of people think they're better than everybody else and all this shit. So just to see you like come to the studio, chilling, talking to everybody, willing to network, and still calling your boy, be like, yo, ain't shit changed. I'm still the same motherfucker you knew from back then. Like, let's rock out again, like we always did.
I feel like I've changed in terms of mentality towards certain situations, but personality-wise, I'm still the same.
Yeah.
And I don't think that ever changed.
I like that, man. I love it. That's dope.
Yeah,
for real. Now, but speaking of these tours real quick, bro, because we gonna get into that later. We gonna get into that later. That's in the back of my brain.
I got some good stories.
Because I asked Greg this question too, bro. And when we was driving here, I was playing him Cut Your Losses, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, how did this man do it? And I'm like, this man,
song?
No, not even that. I said, this man perfected the game, because he dropped.
I want to say perfected the game.
I'm gonna break it down like this. You dropped Dennis Schroeder, Penthouse Vibes, or Penthouse Views,
Penthouse Vibes,
and then Cut Your Losses. 3 singles back to back, probably like what, a year apart or so? All bangers. And it's not like, and it's like they're not like over here fiending you for like dropping new music like they're fiending these other rappers. And it's like, how the fuck you keeping all your fans happy and you dropping like this because they're bangers, bro? That shit is
I was actually talking to someone. Yo, people DM me almost every day saying like, when am I like dropping music? And I'm like, I'm the type of artist that I'm very hard on myself when I decide to make music. If I don't feel 100% about it, it's not coming out.
Yeah.
So when I'm making music, I don't just make it for me. I make it so it has the potential that everybody in the world one day can listen to it.
Yeah.
So if I can't envision everybody in the world listening to it, I'm not gonna release it. I'm not gonna release it. I'm so hard on myself. Like, I've been in the studio. Yo, you guys know my engineer, Auden. This shit happened last night. I was in the fucking studio last night, and midway through the song, I'm like, I don't like it. Scratch that. Next one.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Scrap it.
All the time.
See, Greg Black got the camera because they're doing that to him too.
Scrap it. Next.
All the time.
All the time. Scrap it.
And if I don't think of that song ever again.
No, all my engineers like, yo, and my cameraman's with me, my brother, he's like, yo, nah, this shit is hard, what are you talking about? Nah. I'm like, I don't care, scrap it.
Oh shit.
I have more. Scrap it.
Damn.
But I'm actually dropping this month though.
Dropping this month?
Yeah, towards the end of the month, yeah.
We're going to talk about that towards the end because I want to know. I want to try to see if I can get some secrets out of here.
Right.
Well, something.
I'm media trained, so do your best.
I'm stubborn. No, but you were saying your man RJ had hooked you up with Warner Brothers.
Universal.
My fault.
No, you good.
Labels don't come from you.
Yeah, you good.
So you signed a deal already,
Yeah.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
What was that feeling, bro? Was that your I made it feeling, or did you not have that feeling yet?
I don't think I had it yet. Because at the time, there was like so much going on. Like everything was hitting so fast that I didn't know what the hell was going on. Like like shit was just like fucking moving. Like there was like, okay, whatever, we're gonna send a car, you're gonna come here, bring whoever you bring in, write a list, whatever. I got to the office, met everybody, sat down, had a quick meeting, signed the paperwork, said goodbye to everybody, and then we left. So I'm just like, what the fuck just happened?
It's like a 3-hour sequence.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like everything was just like moving so fast, and then like a week later they hit me up. It was like, oh, okay, now it's time to release a song, yada yada. And then that's when I think my first song with them was it Dennis Schroeder? Yeah, I think my first song with UMG was Dennis Schroeder. They liked the release and it was doing very well, and then they was like, okay, now we need more, now we need more, now we need more. Now they on my ass. So I just been working like so hard that it hasn't really had time to like settle in. I think like when I pop, then that's when it's gonna be like, damn.
But like when you headline shit, you're gonna be singing.
Yeah, that's when it's like, damn. Like when I'm seeing like a fucking arena singing my shit, then that's when it's gonna be like, damn. But for now, I just keep my head down, and because we still got work to do, so I don't get too.
You don't get too cocky. You have to stay level-headed with shit.
I just
keep
doing that.
How much control do they have over your releases? Like, can you still drop whenever? You can still do all that type of shit or not?
Yeah, because the deal isn't for my masters.
Okay.
It's for distribution and marketing.
Ooh.
So I still own my masters and all that shit. They still get a split, but you know how it works.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know how it works. But yeah, I still have control over release dates.
For the most part.
Yeah. For the most part. Sometimes I have to like send it in advance, or sometimes songs get rejected.
Yeah.
So.
But like that's just part of the game.
Yeah.
Too, you know what I mean? Oh man. So,
it's crazy.
What's it called? That was you was talking about. I brought up your song, Penthouse View.
Penthouse Vibes.
Penthouse Vibes. How many times am I good. And then we was talking about tours and everything. Bro, looking back at all the Jersey artists that we've seen come and go, I could probably name like a handful or two who have really made that leap and level of success where they were on tours, going city to city and everything. So like, that's got to feel some type of way where you're one of the select few who was able to do that so far.
Yeah, I feel like that I'm not necessarily there yet physically, but mentally I am.
Yeah.
So like I'm ready for it. Like whenever the time comes, like I'm structured to be here.
Oh, yeah.
So whenever the time does come, I'll be on go.
Because in Penthouse Vibes, he was talking about how in Miami I was doing this, we did that, and everything. So I know he was out there living their life.
Oh yeah.
Without saying too much.
Yeah.
He was living.
All you gotta do is listen to Penthouse Vibes. Just listen to the lyrics.
Yeah.
It explains everything. Like this is what people don't understand. Like people think I'm just making like hype music.
Yeah.
But I'm actually giving people sequence of things that are happening in my life.
Yeah.
So when you listen to Penthouse Vibes, it was a whole sequence of a day.
Oh shit.
If you listen to Off the Muscle, that song was about me finally buying a chain. And if you listen to Dennis Schroeder, the whole song was about me finally like being able to put my foot in the door and like make it through the cracks.
Just like Dennis Schroeder.
And if you listen to Cut Your Losses, it's me saying that from how we started, look at us now. So every song that I put out is literally a sequence.
Mm-hmm. And you make
and it's in order. I just realized that now.
And it's crazy because you make it all like hype music.
Yeah, it's all hype.
Yeah. So coming into that, do you see us? Obviously, you're gonna venture out into different styles, different flows, and everything.
Mm-hmm. By the way, every song is I don't know if anybody noticed, but every song is a different flow.
Oh no, 1000%.
Yeah, every song is a different flow.
Yeah.
So I'll never have I hope not, but I always try to find a new. That's why it kind of takes a bit long for me to release music too, because I always try to crack open different flows and
dip
my toe in something else.
So now, like when it comes to like the whole vibe of the music, though,
mm-hmm.
right? Because we got a lot of hype songs.
Mm-hmm.
What style? You're not looking for like a certain style of rap to really rap to, right? It's just how you're feeling that day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know we're gonna get some pain music in there too, because you probably got a story.
I do have a story, but nobody want to hear that shit.
Well, what's your favorite? What's that face he just made?
I was like, bro, like this man has never made no pain music.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Mm-mm. I do have a story, but nobody want to hear that shit. This is why we have the Polo G's. This is why we have the G Herbos. This is why we have the RP the Juice Worlds. This is why we have these people. Nobody want. It's just my opinion.
When they think of StevoTheRapper, they're not thinking
if I'm speaking pain, you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're gonna enjoy. I'm gonna make light of it because when I think of pain, I think it's. I don't want to put it like that.
You can talk about pain and still bring the house down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
you can still talk about your struggles and still like. That's why we call it like flex music, because it's just like you flexing your struggles, you flexing your life. So it's just like no matter what you go through, you still gotta get up and make a positive outlook.
Trademark right now. Get out of there.
You already did, bro. You flex it up.
See, I told you I was gonna get secrets out of you.
Start flexing.
No, because that's like I would consider you like one of them hype rappers. Almost.
Yeah.
But you're not just the average hype rapper, because you really spitting some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You really spitting some shit.
Exactly.
You'd be like, hold on, run that back right
now. Yeah, exactly. Like when I'm making music, I'm like, this is gonna be hype, but I gotta say something that's gonna make people turn their heads and be like, oh shit. Yeah, I gotta. Oh shit. You feel me? So that's the vibe always.
Let's bring it back a little bit, because I forgot to ask this.
Mm.
What made your man RJ want to come to you and be like, let me introduce these people? Was it like a song? Was it just you in general? Like,
we all know what's crazy. I never knew he was in the A&R. We were in this.
Oh, he was playing undercover balls.
Yeah, I never knew he was in A&R. We were in this group chat together, and I think one day, like a minute ago, he hit me up and say, "Oh, I really like your music." This is something that I thank God that I do, right? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking he was just like a fan or something, right? But the thing is, what I always do with fans or supporters when they DM me, I always try to respond. Mm-hmm. I'm always grateful and level-headed. I'm always like, oh yeah, thank you for listening. Like, where you from? Like, where'd you find me? Yada, yada. Mm-hmm. And I did the same thing with him, thinking he was a fan. And we just started like chatting back and forth, because I always like to stay in contact with my fans and people that listen to music, because they're the ones supporting all that shit. Yeah. And then every time I like posted like a snippet on Instagram, he would post it. Mm-hmm. Like on his story, and sometimes
diehard fan.
And sometimes on his actual page, he would repost this shit. And he had people that was following him, like French Montana follows him, Sauce Walker follows him. He was like doing shows with like Rich the Kid or some shit like that. And I didn't find this out till later, but and I'm over here thinking he's just like a regular fan, and we just started like hitting it off, yada yada. And then later down the line, he gave me a phone call, and it was like a deep convo phone call. And he just was like, I got some people that I want you to meet. These are the people that I know. I'm with Universal. This is my business partner, Yaya, that's my manager now. It's my business partner, Yaya. And when I got to the office, that's where I met it. That's where I met everybody.
I know your heart dropped once he said, "I'm with you, who I'm with, and who I am."
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh."
That's the thing. That's why I thank God that I'm the way. That's why I thank God that I am the way that I am, because I always try to reply to everybody and just be like, thank you, and all that. So I guess you probably seen that, like, it was a very genuine interaction, and I just wanted to do more.
See, that's like
the personality is, has to be better than music, in my opinion. Yeah.
See, there's like a deep hidden message in that bitch too, what you was just talking about. It's like you can never forget who you are, where you came from, where you started.
Exactly.
Because if you would have came in that DM on some copy shit,
yeah, exactly, yeah,
it would have been a whole different outcome. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I still do it to this day. The other day, I had the supporter hit me up, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I really love your music," and I was like, "Oh, thank you. Like, how'd you find me?" I always ask everybody that, so because I try to repeat the process, so more people keep finding me like that. I go, "How'd you find me?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, on some playlist." And I go, "Oh shit, that's tough. Like, where you from?" She said she's from Italy.
What the?
Italy.
How'd that make you? That
blew my mind.
You was in your bag
Italy,
album, bro.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, all my friends know about you already."
What?
Italy.
That's like some.
That was the other day. Today,
changing shit.
Today, I'll show you. Today, somebody said Belgium. So Europe is going crazy right now.
Yeah. Oh, you got that Europe back.
Yeah, Europe is going crazy right now. Where you guys from? Belgium.
Yeah.
Europe is going crazy right now. I was like, yo, I think I might blow overseas first. I think I might blow, because most people that hit me up are either from Canada or overseas.
Really? Damn.
It's rarely U.S. Sometimes U.S.
So the love in Jersey ain't really loving how it should be.
Jersey, scarce.
Yeah.
Scarce.
That's what everybody.
But I don't care.
You're not worried about that.
I got Italy and Belgium.
Yeah. you already broke the ceiling that some people won't even be able to fucking look like touch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro. That's.
Yeah.
I feel like I got that DM. I'm speechless.
Yeah,
right
people
now.
from like Netherlands hit me everywhere. Sometimes it's U.S. Like,
so you're tour coming soon, maybe?
I hope so. There's so many people that made my DM like, "When you coming to Toronto?" I'm like, listen, do you know a promoter over there? Want to book me?
My job is to make the music.
Yeah, like,
y'all gotta spread my name out.
Exactly. Spread my name. Somebody gonna want it.
And look, if I've seen videos of your shows, if you go out to Toronto, you're gonna tear that shit up.
Yeah,
I already know.
Yeah, I've never been out to Toronto. I've been to Canada, but never Toronto. But Toronto's like the hip hop part of Canada. So
yeah, that's like the New York.
Yeah, yeah, they should be like right there. So I feel like if I go out there and do my thing as I always do, it's a movie.
Speaking of that, how was your first show?
My first show.
Let me fix that real quick, because everybody's first show is probably like some little shit.
Yeah.
The first show where you was like popping.
My first show when I was popping.
You was probably nervous as hell.
Ooh, that was recent. That was in 2021.
You was nervous, wasn't you?
Yeah. Oh my God, it was in New York.
They threw you to the wolves.
Yeah, it was in New York. I think it's on my page, but yeah, it was in New York. And I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous at first, but then as I heard like the crowd like going crazy and people singing my shit, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go crazy. I was like, oh yeah, I had like water bottles in my hand, like when I was drinking. Yeah, I was like. The whole crowd was fucking getting soaked. I was like, oh yeah, I can do this for the rest of my life.
And they were probably happy as hell, because like, I know when I'm in the crowd for concerts,
yeah,
I'll be Like, if I was anywhere else, I'd be mad you going Walmart.
Yeah,
The crowd.
Everybody going lit. I'm lit too. Here. One thing, the funny thing is, as I was like spraying water, the bottle like slipped out of my hand. I think it hit somebody.
That ain't hit nobody. That ain't hit nobody.
What?
That shit hit the ground.
Everybody's gonna come out and be like, it hit me.
I was in there. I got a black eye from that shit.
Yo, I'm crying. Yo. That's funny.
No, but that had to be a feeling right there.
Yeah,
bro.
it was.
Because just to think like you live in people's dreams right now, bro.
I think about that time. I think about that every day.
And you still didn't even scratch the surface.
Yeah, exactly. There's still a lot of work to do, but I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
I love what I do. So,
ever since you got to this level, have you ever like thought like, okay, I could chill for a little bit or not? No.
There's some days where mentally I'm fatigued, but that's where discipline comes in. I would be like, damn, I need a nap, and then I'd be like, fuck that, I gotta write something before I take this nap.
Yeah,
that's where discipline comes in.
And that's where a lot of people fuck up. And I'm not gonna lie, that's where I fuck up too.
Yeah, I used to be like that, heavy, but it was crazy. It wasn't until recently that like I'm starting to, upscale the discipline. So I'm trying to.
Like every day, you just try to work on that shit to make yourself better. It's not even an artist, a person in general.
Yeah, I'm trying to like wake up early now. I'm trying to go to the gym, go write music, go on a run. You feel me? See my loved ones as much as possible. Do everything.
Yeah, you be out in public too, man.
Yeah,
hold on, let's.
I'm gonna be out tonight. I got to. This is where people fuck up at. Like rappers, they think, oh, I'm too cool for this shit. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to be around people. What the fuck they gonna do for me? Nigga, I met my PR agent at a club.
Right? Just everyday regular people outside.
Yeah. This shit crazy.
You just meet a PR dude right there.
Yeah, nigga, people don't think like being out brings face value. Like, people know who you are. This is why I travel so much. Like I'm always networking with everybody. Like people have to know who you are. Like people could know a song and have to think really fucking hard. Like, oh, who made this song? What's his name again? But when you have the face value, they'll know it off the bat.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's such and such. They have to have face value.
You see what's crazy? Some shit like that happened to me last 2 weekends ago. I was at the bar, right? And I go to the bathroom. And I'm standing in the bathroom taking a piss. And yo, be hell. Turn around, I'm like, oh. I look at some random dude. I say, yo, you know who that is? I don't know who that is. Calling my name. So I wash my hands. He's like, yo, I seen you all over YouTube. You be doing them reaction videos. This shit popping, bro. And I'm like, I'm drunk as hell in the club.
Yeah.
Yo, like,
who the fuck?
I'm like, first of all, this feeling is crazy. Like, that shit made me genuinely happy, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know what to say at this moment. That was like one of those, like, I know I'm doing the right thing moments type shit.
Yeah, that used to happen to me, like, all the time. Like, when I first started rapping, like, it was, like, towards, like, the end of my senior year, towards high school.
You still, I forgot, you still young.
Yeah, I'm 23, I'm not bad, for me. But, it was, like, towards the end of my senior year in high school, where, like, in the town, like, I would be out, like, publicly, and people would be just like, yo, my name, like, Steve-O. And I go, like, who the hell? Like, who the fuck? Like, so during those times, I wasn't used to it at all. But I'm still not used to that shit. Because I was in Hoboken a couple weeks ago, and I was walking with, like, some of my homies, and somebody walked past me and be like, oh, what's good, Steve-O? And I go, who the fuck? And then my boy was like, my boy was like, you forget you rap? And I go, all right.
He said that you forget you famous or nothing?
That's what he said. He's like, you forget you rap? I was like, oh shit.
It's gonna take a while for you to get used to that shit, isn't it?
Yeah. Exactly. Cause I used to Bro, I used to be 14, 15 years old, just praying that like, bro, I wouldn't even like pray for love, money, or nothing, like anything like that. Like, I was just praying for like my family, protection for myself and my loved ones. And one thing I would ask is that like God just like spread my music like throughout like the world, like just let everybody get a chance to hear it.
Yeah.
And then so like as it's like coming to like manifestation, it's still like surreal that I can't believe that it's actually happening. So
yeah,
it's really gonna take a long time for me to get used to it.
Oh yeah, and when you get used to it, I really hope and I really pray. I already know because just from meeting you twice and doing this, I can already tell what type of dude you are. I know you're not going to be that type when you get to that level where you're used to it. You're just going to be like, man, fuck all this shit. I'm chilling.
Oh no, I can't.
That's not your personality. I don't even know you. What I'm saying.
I can't because like these are the people that are quote unquote putting food on your table.
Yeah.
These are the people that are supporting you. These are the people that like your music, that share. These are the people that add you to their playlist. Nobody has to fuck with your music. Nobody's obligated to.
Talk about it.
Nobody's obligated to like your music. Don't matter if you just did a fucking 20-hour session and you just released one song and you think everybody gonna fuck with it. Nobody has to like it.
Yeah.
This is what I learned. Nobody has to. People want to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll always be grateful for that.
And I always say it's about the person too, because I know a lot of people who I don't like them as a person just because the vibe they give me. I'll never listen to the music a day in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because I know I'm like,
exactly.
nah, you corny, bro. Like, I don't like the way you treated me. I don't like the way you talk. Like anything like that.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. It's the personality. Mm-hmm. It's the personality, 100%.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. And people don't think about that. They think the rap game is, oh, I'm gonna just rap, get behind the mic, drop this, and go back in the crib, go to the club, do this.
No, it's the personality. That's where the face value comes in.
Yeah.
For me, I think that's more important in the music.
Oh yeah.
It's the face value, it's the person behind the music.
So now, what about that workload? The workload is more now or more when you was trying to make it? When you was trying to be seen and heard?
It's more now, but I have workload management.
Okay.
That means, well, now I have a manager.
You got a whole team behind you, so now you don't have to worry about 17,000 things.
Yeah, I have a manager. Well, yeah, because before I was managing myself, I was doing the footwork. I was a fucking foot soldier. I would be here, there, and everywhere, doing everything by myself, networking, doing all that. Now, I have my manager, so now anytime opportunity comes in, she'll represent me. I have my PR. I got 2 PR agents now. Mm-hmm. So anytime like a brand deal comes in, they'll represent me. Do whatever, bring it to me. Whatever, sign a contract, I'm good. Whatever. So now I don't have to handle all that workload by myself. Yeah. So I'm grateful for that also.
Mm-hmm. Man, talk about that footwork real quick, because a lot of people don't want to put that work in. A lot of people.
Oh my God! A lot
of people really sit there and be like, "Oh, let's upload this song and let the internet do its thing."
Yo, you know what's crazy? I used to think, I don't blame them. I used to think the same way, but then I really got to take a sneak peek, like behind the scenes of how this shit actually works, and I was like, damn, I've been doing this shit wrong my whole life. So like, I'm fucking blessed. But that footwork, that ground up, that's where everything starts. You have to meet new people. You have to open this fucking hole in front of your face. You have to open this hole in front of your face and speak. A lot of people nowadays don't like to speak. Mm-hmm. You have a mouth for a reason. You have to speak. You have to. I don't care if you have a show for fucking 3 people, bro. Go get off the fucking stage. Talk to these people. Go talk to the DJ, link with somebody, do something. Like, don't leave an event without at least getting like 10 to 20 people like information. Instagrams, like what they do. And just stay in contact with everybody. That's what I try to do. I try to stay in contact with everybody that I know, because I know somewhere down the line you're gonna want something, and they're gonna want something. So just let me stay in contact with everybody. Try not to burn any bridges because you never know. So just
they be saying I'll burn bridges because I know how to swim, but you know that's gonna swim backwards. Look where you at now.
Exactly. You're gonna do a fucking backstroke and end up broke.
Oh, that's a bar. Hold on. I'm gonna have to cut that out. StevoTheRapper giving bars away for free. No bullshit.
Nah, man. Telling people, man.
I'll be trying
to footwork.
I'll be trying to do the same shit, and like, you know, just like anybody, even if it's work or this, shit gets frustrating.
Yeah,
shit gets real frustrating.
It gets frustrated all the time, bro. You don't know how many beats that I listen to a day. Hundreds. And it gets to a point where I have to take like ear breaks because everything starts mixing together and sounding the same. And then I'm like, oh, fuck this. Like, let me go take a nap. But then that's when the discipline comes in again. I'm like, no, like, this shit has to get done. So I go back into it again and just try again and keep writing as much as I can.
I know your notes page is full. Right?
Your
notes page is full.
Oh yeah.
That email too.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not even like, because you like to bounce from studio to studio too.
Yeah.
You be working everywhere.
Yeah. That's why I say I always try to connect with different engineers, different producers, DJs, etc.
How important is that for you to connect with the people coming up right now?
Very important. Very, 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 very important. My engineer that I have now, I've known him. How long have I known him? Since like 2020? Yeah, early 2020. Like before I even like got with Universal, all that shit. And now he works with like London on the Track. He works with like he mixed Rich the Kid. He mixed Young Blue and the Young Blue and Drake track. So
bangers, legends.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's that footwork. It's the ground up. Now look, we knew each other when we ain't have shit. Now everything's popping off, and we still tight. So now, when the real industry shit start coming in, we're already locked in.
Y'all know how to handle all the industry shit.
We're already locked in.
So ass ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, like we're already fucking locked in. So, and he's the one that does all my shit. He did Penthouse Vibes. He did Dinner Shooter. He did Cut Your Losses. And he's doing all my shit now from now on.
Yeah.
From now on, God willing. And I even gave him like engineer credits. I gave him points and like everything because we watch each other back. Because that ass came from shit. Like I knew him when his studio was this fucking small.
Like closet type shit.
Now we got a whole fucking facility.
Now what about the artists coming up too? Like feature wise, working with them. Like, is that something you have planned, or is that something you think about on a daily basis? Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, I always try to work with upcoming artists. I did a couple features, but not too many people hit me up to do features, like upcoming artists. Not too many people hit me up, but I always try to reach out, or if anybody wants to do a song. Most of the time, I'll do it for free. Yeah. Most of the time.
Some of y'all gotta pay.
Yeah, most of the time I'll do it for free. It's all off your energy.
Yeah.
It's all off your energy. Most of the time I'll do it for free. Like if you're fucking like serious about this shit and you really want to see where this shit could go, because I was the same way. Like there was a whole bunch of people that like gave me opportunities for free.
Yeah.
So I always had that in the back of my head. Like my first engineer that I ever had, he used to give me studio sessions for free, and he's the one who helped me build my sounds. So I always have that in the back of my head that like if people believe in you, like they'll make shit happen for you.
Yeah.
So if you're really serious about this shit, like I'll throw a lemon, do it for free.
Yeah. See, that's dope. And speaking of the engineers, people take them for granted too.
I'll never.
Because they
created my sound.
That's the groundwork right there.
Yeah, that's groundwork.
You want to be where you are without the engineer.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about, the groundwork.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who helped me create Gallo, by the way. His name is Gallo. Shout out to Gallo. He's the one that helped me build my sound. How I sound now,
yeah,
totally different from before.
You probably listen to some old music.
Yeah, totally different from before. I used to listen, I'd be like, damn, you suck.
You let me record this?
Yeah. Yo, we actually had a joke about that one time. And I was like, yo, you used to let me come in here and record this bullshit? He was joking with me, he goes, I just want to change.
That's wild.
He was like, I know this shit was gonna take you somewhere. I just wanted to change.
So now the real question is, did he get a change?
His is coming.
Okay, that's all that matters.
His is coming.
But that's dope that you really had.
Yeah,
it's dope that you had a support system of people that really believed in you too. Because there was probably times where you didn't believe in yourself, and they was like, "No, what you doing? Now get your ass up. Let's go."
Most of the time, like, let me tell you this crazy ass story, right? It was probably my junior year in high school.
Mm-hmm.
He found me on Instagram, and this was right when I had like goddamn 1,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yo, I knew he had to be lying because my music sucked. he was like, yo, I really like your music. I have like a small studio. Mine has never met this man ever in my life, but I needed somewhere to record. He was like, yo, I really like your music. I have like a small like little setup in my bedroom. Like if you ever want to pull up, we could chop it up, do whatever you want to do, and record some music. Feel me? So I pulled up, and I really fucked with his person. We're still cool to this day, though. We still hang out. And I'm like, yo, I really fucked with his personality, like I want to work, whatever, right? And then he told me like his rates, right? At the time, I think it was $30, $25, $30 an hour. Mm-hmm. But at that time, I didn't have a job, right? So this is where the footwork comes in. So what I used to do is, this is gonna sound crazy. To make money for studio sessions, I used to be up all night baking brownies, cutting them up in a pan, and going to school the next day and selling brownies in high school, bro. And fucking just so I could, every single fucking day, like my parents would come into the kitchen, it would be like 10 p.m. They're like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, this is how I don't have a job. Like this is how I'm gonna pay for like my studio sessions.
How I live.
Yeah, this is how I'm gonna pay for my studios. And I used to come back with like a fucking stack, probably like $20 or $30 a day, $40. Mm-hmm. And that's how I'll be paying for my studio sessions. And I used to do that every single day just so I could go to the studio and record music. And I told him what I was doing for it, like, because I didn't have a job.
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what?
I got you.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm not gonna charge you anymore. He was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna charge you anymore. You can come here. Because I was doing that for like 6 months straight.
Oh shit. You was really cooking.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was doing that for 6 months straight. This shit was like a fucking drug game to me. Like I would go use the profit and go buy more shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is what people don't understand. Like I was doing this shit any way fucking possible.
He was trapping out the baby.
Yeah, like shit was crazy, bro.
So you really know how to get it by any means.
Any means. If I want something done, bro, I'm gonna get it done.
Oh yeah.
I'm regardless. I'm gonna get it fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get it done. That's one thing about me, bro. I could have been like, oh shit, like how am I gonna do this? At the time I was probably like 16. I could have been like, oh, where the fuck am I gonna work? Like nobody's hiring at 16. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go sell some goddamn brownies.
See, I shouldn't be laughing either, bro, because I did that shit in middle school. I was selling gum. I was selling gum. I was selling gum in middle school.
I think gum might be worse.
I had motherfuckers showing up to class with a bag of quarters.
That's crazy.
I had motherfuckers showing up to the school with a bag of quarters, man.
Yo.
Like, yo, we get 50 cents for one piece. I bet.
Yo.
And then I blame that on my trapping, but that's besides the point. I got addicted to the money, and I was like, I'm busy looking to pick up this house with me.
Yeah,
but that's besides the point.
Yeah,
We don't talk about that.
Nah, fucking exactly, bro. Get it how you can, bro. That's
real.
That's what I tell people, like.
And it's been working for you.
Yeah,
It's been working for you.
Yeah, I have to.
And I'm really glad I'm witnessing this because, like I said before, I feel like you didn't even break this. You didn't even touch the surface yet.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Not even. Yeah.
No.
Not even.
So now.
Still got some work.
So now what's next? Obviously, music is coming next.
Yeah, like when you just said what's next, there's like my whole future's like flashed before my eyes. Like I already envisioned everything. Like
so you have in your mind, you have a game plan how shit's gonna work out.
Yeah, most definitely. It's crazy. That's all I have to say.
It's just crazy. It's crazy. Basically, what that means is we getting music. Y'all know, he already said his email flooded.
Yeah, people send me like beats like out the ass. I don't know how people are getting my email.
You got your shit on Instagram?
No.
Oh man.
I don't know how people are getting. I think like people are like sharing my email.
Did you forget you rap? It's Google. Oh, yeah, your email right now.
Yeah, probably no. I think like producers are like sharing my email because it'd be like random people that like send me beats or some shit, and I've never sent them.
Well, look, keep sending them beats this way.
Yeah, you're right. There's been some fire shit that they send.
Go ahead, send a verse. Send a song with an open verse.
There's been some fire shit that people send me. Like every person that made my beats were all overseas.
Yo, I'm telling you, overseas won't take over the rap game soon, and people call me crazy when I say that.
Nah, all overseas.
They won't take over real soon.
This shit is crazy. Like it got to a point where I was like, this shit is unbelievable. Because when I first started making music, I wasn't thinking about like my music reaching like Italy, Belgium. Yeah. I was just thinking like United States.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking like United States, and then I just started getting DMs of like people overseas like listening to my music, and I'm like, how the fuck did it get there?
You could really sit here and say you're worldwide famous.
That's like
crazy.
Like my music has been through doors that my foot hasn't even touched it.
Word.
So I'm like, how the fuck did it get there? But that's the power of music.
Word, man. I love that, bro. I really do. You really doing your thing out here, and
yeah, I'm trying to.
And you're showing the right path on how to do it.
Yeah, I'm trying.
When I sit here and I preach all day to this camera about we got the blueprint about how to do shit. Your name gonna be popping up in there soon because you really showing how to do this shit.
I always try to give people insight. This is what my chain right here says insight. When I could have got a chain with my fucking name on it, but the Insight ENT, this is my label, right? When you think of insight, you think of someone that's insightful, that gives the game plan, that do their due diligence and show people like how shit is supposed to go. Like if you already been through it, you're supposed to show like the people that's coming up behind you, like the steps to take in order to get there. And that's what I always try to do. This is why I named it Insight. I always try to give people I always try to get people to go on like the right path and like a step-by-step plan of like how to do it. You feel me? Now I'm still following my own plan, but I'm progressing as I'm doing it. So I always try to give people some insight.
Man, I love that. You really damn near. I can see you leading this generation, damn near.
I want to.
See, that might have been one of the thoughts that was in his head, but I might have just cracked the code. I told you.
I want to. They just need to make room.
Yeah.
But when they do,
once they make that room, it's non-stop from there.
When they make that room, man, it's a takeover.
Y'all know what that moment of silence means. He said, shh. Y'all know what that means.
It's a takeover.
He ready to run shit up.
It's a takeover. Even my boy was saying that the other day. Not the other day, it was like a minute ago. But he was like, yo, when you blow, it's gonna be dangerous. Mm-hmm. Like in a good way. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
Once that one song pops, because you said you got everything loaded up.
Yeah.
Just ready to throw at everybody. So once that one shit pops off,
it's just
ain't no let off that gas.
It's just the thing about with me releasing, like I need to give people not too much time, but I need to give people time to miss me.
Yeah.
I need to give people time to miss me. Mm-hmm. If I'm giving you all my shit right now, and then what the fuck is gonna happen when I'm like struggling to like write? Because I like I said, I'm like hard on myself. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck? It's not good enough.
You don't want to water down the sound of who you are or your music.
Yeah, exactly. So
quality over quantity, motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly. I always try to make each song better than the next. Mm-hmm. Like I want people to see how like my sound progresses like throughout the years. So that's why I'm not rushing to give. I'm not rushing to release music consistently, but I want to at the same time. Yeah. But I want it to be good quality first. I want it to be 100% quality.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm really excited to see.
Mm. Oh yeah.
I'm really excited to see what your next move is, bro.
See, there's so much I want to. There's so much I want to say, but I don't like saying shit until it already happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you feel me? So I wanted to be set in stone first, like I already did it, and then I come back and be like, oh, this is what we just did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So just know some shit gonna come.
Yeah.
The way he acting, you already know it's gonna be some wild shit.
Oh my god.
Man, anything else you wanna say to the people out there, bro?
Man, just be yourself. Mm-hmm. Personality will take you a long way. Put in your hours. Practice discipline, and again, just be yourself.
Man, this was real dope. I really appreciate you sitting down with me, bro. For real, this was dope. Yo,
anytime.
It's your boy B Hill, BraveHeart Entertainment. We at Book Zones. My man StevoTheRapper in this bitch. Look, man, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.